Are we sure that vaping is bad for you? Like, are we sure?
First, I'm gonna show you a simple hack that helped me quit smoking and vaping. So I smoked for 10 years, vape for 5 years, and then I quit immediately using this simple technique. Then I'm gonna show you how to reverse some of the damage that you did to your body with that smoking and vaping. Okay, so people ask me all the time, how come you don't have messed up skin and wrinkles even though you're older now, right? Why are your teeth not super yellow? I'm gonna address all those issues and fix that for you guys right now. The first method to quit smoking or vaping is called the Pavlov method. Now, some people use Alex Carr and they read a book. I tried that, didn't work for me. I needed a physical reminder, okay? So what I did was I got a rubber band, I put it on my wrist. Now, every time that I got the urge to vape or smoke, I would slam it on my wrist. Funny enough, I started vaping because it was first marketed as a healthy alternative to quit smoking, but later now people found out it's way worse because one, it's super addicting and it's very accessible, right? Because you to smoke, you have to go outside, right? To vape, you can vape in your house right now. Nobody will smell it except maybe they'll smell some like lemon sherbet, right? So it was very accessible. And that means the frequency of inhaling is much worse. Now they're like, oh, you're not really having all that tar and stuff from cigarettes. But when you're vaping consistently, you're burning that liquid regardless. You're vaporizing and inhaling it, and it's messing up your lungs. And now that's why there's a lot of young people with something called popcorn lung, which is like holes in their lung that sometimes when it gets too bad, you can never recover from. So you need to quit vaping immediately. The way I quit this was very simple. All I did was I took a rubber band, I put it on my wrist. Anytime that I got the urge to vape or smoke, I would slam it as hard as I can on my wrist, okay? So then your brain starts to basically align itself with the fact that vaping hurts. Okay, so you slowly lose the craving to vape or smoke. One prerequisite I forgot to mention is that you need to make sure you're throwing away, right? Not into a garbage can. Dump it into water so it's soggy and you can't smoke or vape, and get it out of reach. Because I know there's been plenty of times I'm like, oh, I'm gonna quit vaping. I threw my vape in the garbage can, and then like 2 a.m. I'm like rummaging through the trash can like a raccoon, right? You don't want to do that. Instead, you want to make sure that you completely remove it from your house. Days 1, 2, and 3 are the hardest because that's when nicotine starts to clear from your system. So exactly at about 24 hours, the nicotine is clear from your blood. But you have a sudden drop in dopamine. Your brain's looking for the dopamine, so you're gonna be like, damn, I really need to hit this vape. Where is it? It's not in reach. But every time you get the craving, you start slapping your band, right? Around day 3, day 4, day 5, around that first week, you're gonna be like, your brain's gonna be like, ooh, do I want to experience that pain? No, I don't. And then you're gonna get rid of vaping. Okay, you're gonna stop vaping, and anytime you get the urge to vape, you're going to hit that rubber band. Okay, now you've quit, it's been a couple months, and now you have something called the smoker's flu. That's the first like evil thing that happens even though you're doing a good thing, right? So you went through the withdrawals and now you're going through smoker's flu. And that is actually a good thing, believe it or not, right? That means that your lungs are finally working again and you're cleaning out the debris that's in your lung. The cilia, the small little cleaners in your lung are reactivated because nicotine paralyzes them. And now it's starting to clean out your lung. You start coughing up like crazy. Sometimes you get a fever. I got both. And then you're going to start coughing up this real phlegm like all the time, right? And you're going to be even shorter of breath because your lungs are clogged with that mucus that's coming out. Now here comes the way to detox your body, right? So the things that I like to use is something called NAC. It's N-acetylcysteine, and when you consume that, it turns into glutathione in your body, which is like the strongest antioxidant your body can produce, okay? So you start taking that, and then you're gonna start coughing that stuff out even more and faster and start repairing some of that damage, okay? And to further alleviate the mucus, you wanna get an expectorant like mullein leaf tea, right? You just get some mullein leaf, you brew some tea with it, you drink it, and all of a sudden you're coughing it out and clearing your system much faster, while at the same time repairing some of the damage that you caused by vaping so consistently. Because of the antioxidants as well, your skin will start healing. You see how soft and like healthy my skin looks now. It used to look terrible. Now that I've done the antioxidant stuff, my skin starts looking better. Now, if you want to get your skin even better than that, you want to intake your collagen intake. So you want to eat things like bone broth. You want to eat a lot of like organ meats. You want to start getting bone marrow, right? All these things are great. And then on top of that, add some kimchi and stuff for a good gut flora, and you're going to see yourself healing much faster, right? And now further, you want to make sure you want to keep getting your skin better. You can start using things like tretinoin, to increase skin turnover rate. Make sure you start wearing sunblock so that your skin doesn't get damaged when you use that stuff. An all-natural approach is something called black seed oil, right? You take black seed oil, you take a tablespoon every night before bed, and you take a tablespoon and apply it to your skin before you sleep, and you gotta let it absorb into your skin. And obviously during daytime, you need to use sunscreen, okay? The next thing is gua sha. So I do a lot of gua sha. I talk about all the time, even though it sounds like mumbo jumbo, it's actually amazing. I do gua sha to basically clear out the excess lymphatic fluid that builds up in my face while bringing more blood flow to my skin. I paired that with something called God's Gua Sha Glow Oil. I get it from mushroomlinks.com. You don't have to get it from there. Do whatever you want. You can use black seed oil as your lubricant of choice as well to do the gua sha. Right? Over time, your skin's going to get a lot better. Now with the teeth, why are my teeth not super yellow? That's because I use a color corrector toothpaste. So you can use a toothpaste that has like that purple dye, or you get the powder, the purple dye, to help try to correct some of that damage and yellowing on your teeth. Another thing that works really well is coconut oil, right? You do coconut oil pulling, where you take a tablespoon of coconut oil, keep in your mouth for about 15 to 20 minutes, swish it around gently the entire time. I usually do this as soon as I wake up before I brush my teeth, I put the oil in my mouth, and then I scroll on TikTok a little bit, look at my emails, answer some of the emails. And by the time I'm done with that, the 20 minutes just fly by. I go and spit it in a trash can. Never spit it into your sink because it can clog pores. It's an oil, guys, okay? And then after that, I brush my teeth, and then I brush my tongue, right? I scrape my tongue, and that fixes the teeth issue, the bad breath and stuff that you get from that consistent smoking, right? Now remember, this is all a journey, right? You're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. But the main thing is you to understand that consistency is king. If you fall off the wagon, that's completely fine, as long as you hop right back on the wagon and continue on your journey so you get to a destination of quitting, okay? The benefits are amazing, right? I went from being out of breath, walking up a flight of stairs, to being able to do 5 miles of cardio without any issue. I feel like a teenager again. It also fixed things like erectile dysfunction, because that consistent nicotine is a vasoconstrictor, right? So obviously you're not getting enough blood flow down there. You can also counteract that with things like beetroot powder or L-citrulline, eating watermelon rind, all that stuff. You know, you can fix those issues. Don't worry, that's not going to be a lifetime debilitating factor as long as you start taking action now. I love you guys. Hope this helps. And if you have any questions, just ask. I got you. Mwah.